Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to this special video where we will learn how to write Lafdul Jalala. In this video, I will teach you steps on how to write the word Allah effectively, and I hope it's easy for you to learn because I'll try my best to keep it as simple as possible. This is going to be my first video on YouTube channel, inshallah, and I do plan to make a comprehensive basic course for Thuluth script where I will cover all the basic letters in their standalone form. I plan to finish this by the end of Ramadan, so I need all your dua because this is going to be a long process. Making 30 to 35 videos is going to be quite taxing. Anyway, so let's begin this, inshallah. I hope you would like my YouTube channel, and many of you around the world will find it easier to write the Thuluth script in the due course of time. Okay, sometimes when you speak you just feel lost for words. All right, anyway, so let's write Lafdul Jalala. I know this is going to be difficult, so may Allah accept my attempt and forgive my shortcomings because I'm a student and I know I don't write perfect. All right, let's begin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So Alif of Lafdul Jalala would be somewhere around 7 nuqat. Let's do that. Kindly note, Alif of Lafdul Jalala is not a straight letter, or Alif in general is not a straight letter. If you observe, it tilts to the right hand side and then right at the end it comes back to the left hand side, so it gives a pointy edge. Please note that you will not flick the qalam from here because that's a wrong approach. I do see many Western calligraphers do this. You do not have a control over the flick, so do not do that. It's quite easy to write this. Actually, it just depends on how you flow the qalam. Of course, I'm going to dedicate an entire video on how you manipulate the qalam, how you make thicker and thinner strokes with the same qalam. So do watch out for that. All right, let's give the mizan to the letter Alif. Bismillah. Okay, approximately 7 nuqat. Okay, now the lam of Lafdul Jalala is approximately 4 nuqta in height. So let's try. I'll try to start from the third nuqta here because we'll go down, so that will constitute the fourth nuqta. 3 nuqta, so this is basically the height of the third nuqta, and this is going to be an S curve. It tilts towards the right hand side by 1.5 nuqta and then comes back to the left hand side in a reverse curve. So let's start. Bismillah. Like this. So this tilt, this curve is 1.5 nukta and this curve is another 1.5 nukta. So that totally constitutes 3 nukta. Now you can make a full connection, which means you'll merge the qalam completely into the first stroke of Lafdul Jalala, that is lam, and you come down from this and make this curve going up. Alright, so let's do that. And while you're going up, kindly note you have to push the qalam towards the left hand side so as to give this proper curve. Okay, now this curve can be of the same height and can go a little above. That's completely subjective. Now from here, of course I'll give the complete mizan later, but I'll just give one line from this point all the way covering the entire width of the qalam, and you can actually enclose this if you'd like. Why? Because the next stroke will exit from this point. Yeah, we have to be precise with these. So next stroke is basically like the number wahid we write in Arabic. So it has this circular stroke or trajectory. So I come down and I exit from this point. Okay, excellent. Now you'll make a similar stroke to this, except this will be 2 nuqta wider. So make sure that this is wide. Go up, and then you will curve back inwards and then give this curve back outwards. Okay, now this ideally should be as high as this, not more than that. I mean this point. Okay, all right, so from here, this is the tricky part of the letter ha or ha. So generally calligraphers start from here and go down. What I do is, to make it simpler, I go up so that my column has a flow, and then I drop. And be careful when you drop, do not go too far away from this lam. Now it comes back in this direction. Now I'll go away in this direction. There you go. You'll give this tail slightly, you will fill this in, and then from there you go full tilt up by keeping the column in the opposite direction like this. Go up like that, and you can later fill this whole thing up. Of course there are other ways to write it, but this is the easiest way that I have found out, and you would need to touch this up a bit to make it cleaner. Okay, right, now let's analyze this a bit more. Let me just give mizan to this, and then I'll give you more analytical views of Lafdhul Jalala. So this is going to be 1.5 nukta worth of space in between. I'll demonstrate that by a small circle, and this would be approximately 1 nukta. Okay, this will be approximately 2 nukta worth of space. Okay. And this will be approximately 1.5 nukta worth of space. Okay, of course, as a human, you do tend to leave a little bit of space here and there. So this is basically the constitution of Lafdhul Jalala. Here you can give 1 nukta worth of space, and here it should have 1.5 nukta worth of space. Okay. Finally, let's just give hilya or dhuluf to both alif and lam. Okay, it has a curve towards the right hand side. The same is true for this as well. Okay, hang on for a moment. Okay, and you can actually give this pointy edge, this, fill this in. This. Okay, all right, so this basically concludes the writing of Lafdhul Jalala. Let me explain a few tidbits here for you. This stroke here, the stroke of ha, basically, it should have a certain trajectory. If you observe, it goes in this direction and it continues dropping in this direction till it reaches half the stroke length of the stroke. From here it takes on this trajectory, which means the column flows like this and then goes back like this. So alright, so here's the column. So it flows like this in this direction, like a plateau in this direction, and then it comes back and goes up, comes back and goes up. So again, look, it goes down in this direction and then comes back up in this direction. So be careful when you do that part. Okay, that's very important. Of course, all these leftovers can be filled and the letter can be garnished a bit. Hang on, let me show you. So this, so that this looks cleaner. This. So of course those touch-ups can be made later. But this concludes the video for Lafdhul Jalala. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you want me to go further in depth, if you have like any specific thing that you want me to talk about, I would definitely be glad to help you with that. Okay, all right, that's all I have for this video. I hope this was helpful. You take care and have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.